Receiving tickets from a third-party originator. Your third-party originator is going to be the software that you write your tickets in, or that you do your billing or manage your inventory in. ControlPro can receive tickets from multiple different third-party originators. So because of that, all these different originators or all these other third-party software can provide a multitude of different information on these tickets. It might provide the addresses for customers. It might provide the density for products. There's all sorts of information that these third-party softwares can provide. The tickets that I'll be working with today are just going to be providing the basic information to get a ticket to load, and I'm not going to cover how we set the software up to receive these tickets. This is just going to be what happens once we start receiving tickets from our third-party originator. And if you take a look on my ControlPro, I've already got some systems configured, but I have no tickets, no materials, and no customers. If I open up one of my systems here and we go into our materials, we'll see that we don't have any materials on this either. So we're going to leave that open over there as well. Let's go ahead and open my tickets and my materials. What we're going to see, I'm going to go ahead and just bring one ticket in. So ControlPro will, based on a heartbeat, by default it's once every 30 seconds, it will go out and look for a new ticket. So we see that we've received this ticket. We've got our ticket right down here, which because neither one of these materials existed in ControlPro, it goes ahead and creates those materials as well. And the density that's being provided on that ticket is 11.6 pounds per gallon. We'll get into that in just a second. But we do see that we also have a customer. We have our new customer 1, but that customer does not have an address or anything like that. So if you wish to modify that customer, please check out our video on how to modify customer data. So we're going to close out of our customer. And we're going to go take a look at these materials as they come in on that ticket. A lot of times the tickets are going to have a default unit. So this ticket automatically comes in tons. We do have ControlPro set up to force it into pounds. Let me go take a look here. And I have it overriding liquid ticket units in pounds, which is why my ticket down here says that we have 50,000 pounds instead of 25 tons on that ticket. But our ticket units were tons. So if I come over here and take a look at my materials, we see we're not sending a material type when it comes in on this particular ticket. So we do have to tell it that it is a liquid ticket and that our water is 8.34 pounds per gallon. And we'll need to change this to an automated material. And we're going to change that to pounds as well. We're going to do the same thing for 32. A lot of this is covered in how to assign a material to your system. So I'm not going to go over everything that I'm doing. So if you have some questions on that, please let us know or check out that other video on how to assign a material to your system. So now we see our material, if I open, or see our ticket, excuse me, and if I open up this ticket and we take a look at it, we see that I've got 3.13 tons of water or 21.88 tons of 32% nitrogen. If I assign this ticket, I might need to save my system first. If I assign my ticket, we see here now this ticket is 50,000 tons, and if I go look at the batch details, because of my default units on this material, it now shows pounds, where I now have 43,750 pounds of 32 or 6,250 of water. So let's go ahead and remove this ticket from this system. And now that we already have our customer created and our new materials created, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to move over a whole batch of tickets. And if we don't want to wait that 30 seconds, we can hit this hammer and it's going to automatically read in. So we see that we now have 10 tickets. We read in 9 more tickets. They're all identical, same customer. We didn't create any additional customers and we didn't create any more new materials. Let's go ahead and we've got another group of tickets here that we're going to move over. And this group of tickets is just going to include a hand ad. So it's still going to be basically 28%, 32 in water, and then we're going to include a hand ad. So we're going to move this ticket over, or this group of tickets. We're going to hit this hammer to read in these tickets, and we now have 15 tickets. And this is all just happening through that third-party software that is creating these tickets with the appropriate materials and the appropriate product amounts on those materials as well. But this one, we see we have a different description that came in. Our ticket numbers are over here, and we have new customer A as opposed to new customer 1. And we can come here and take a look at how these were created for 2 separate customers. And we now have a new material. Let's change this to pounds as well. And it might actually be a dry hand ad. So we could leave that alone. And by default, new materials are going to come in as a hand ad. Let's go ahead and assign that ticket to the system. And we can see here where we've got our 50,000 pound ticket with 125 pounds of a hand ad, 43,687 of 32%, 6,187 of water. So receiving tickets from a third-party system is fairly straightforward. Biggest thing to keep in mind is that ControlPro will attempt to generate as much information that it can from that ticket. It all depends on the third party that you're receiving that information from. Like I said, this one's pretty straightforward in a real basic format. But if you have any questions, please let us know. The biggest thing to remember with these materials that come in, or new materials that come in on these tickets, is that they do need assigned to a system if they are new, and by default, they come over as a hand ad. So if you have any questions on receiving tickets from a third-party originator, please give us a call, 260-480-1340, and we will be glad to help you. Thank you.